Hey guys, what's up? It's your friendly neighborhood UberGoose here, back again with another Enter the Gungeon video. I don't have any recollection of who I played last, as seems to be the general trend. So I'm just gonna keep trying to mix it up, you know. And that's just a wonderful roll. I don't know why I rolled there. Just wanted to check how the hunt was going. 6 bullet sharks. All right, that should probably get done in a single run. It could take multiple, but it should pretty much just be one. So, I don't actually have anything to talk about right away. At least not off the top of my head. I guess I could briefly talk about some anime shit. Because, everybody knows that anime is garbage. It's a joke. I actually... See, the difference between, like, the NLSS crew saying that anime is garbage and me saying anime is garbage is I'm actually doing it fully ironically because I actually love anime. And for them, when they were saying it, it was literally like people who had just never even watched anime. Or watched like one show and then, you know, like Dragon Ball Z, and then said, yeah, but Dragon Ball Z's not anime. It's like, yeah, but it is the thing. Fucking Rob. Let's talk about some anime shit. So, I recently caught up on this show. You've probably heard of it. It's My Hero Academia. And the thing about it is that it's of the genre shonen, and I'm pretty sure shonen, like, basically just in a very literal translation sense, that I think, doesn't it just translate, like, to man or something like that? It's something to that, or like young adult man. So I don't know. There's something about that, right? Shonen tends to be like this coming of age thing that tends to feature male characters. And the thing about shonen is that you've probably watched some, if you've literally ever watched anime in your life, because Dragon Ball Z is, well, Dragon Ball at least is shonen. Dragon Ball Z also shonen, probably. Yeah, technically, I don't know. Whatever, fucking who cares? Genres are weird. Point is that shonen very frequently is like focused on, you know, one main character, and like I said, it's like this coming of age thing, and they're very predictable, right, and very consistent, because every single fucking shonen show has like these very distinct patterns, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, and in my mind, well, I mean, that's why I love them so much, I guess, because I actually really, I don't know. So My Hero Academia, just to give a little background, is a shonen, and it is very incredibly generic as a shonen. There's no risks, there's very little unique, I don't know, just very little new relative to other shonen. I mean, like, the point is that I can break down any character in the show to a perfect representation of, like, if I could describe a character. Alright, how about I'll do this. Whatever, bird-faced boy. That's fucking Bird Hiei, alright? Main character... What even is the main character's name? I know Deku is his, like, nickname or whatever, but isn't it? It's like, Izuku is, like, his name, and then Midoriya, right? Izuku, Midoriya, whatever. God, who would he relate to in Yu Yu Hakusho? It's actually, well, I guess just Yusuke, right? Like, he pretty much is just Yusuke. But when, you know, when I could break it down to be like, okay, this character is just the insert Yu Yu Hakusho character of this show, then I'm not very, you know, it's not very unique. It doesn't stand out. It's not very original. I'm not even gonna, I'm incredible. Oh, that's actually really, really good. Right, time to find some tables. But the reason I'm using Yu Yu Hakusho as an example is because Yu Yu Hakusho, it might not have been the first shonen. I think, if you want to be, like, very specific, the first shonen was, like, what would it have been? It would have been, like, fucking, I don't know, is Fist of the North Star shonen? I don't really know, to be completely honest with you. I'll be back. But Yu Yu Hakusho is old. It's old as dirt. It's like 1995, maybe a little later than that. Maybe as late as like 98. I don't have an exact date for you. All I know is that it's old as fuck. And that's why I relate a lot of stuff to it, because frankly, Yu Yu Hakusho did a lot of stuff, you know, first, or if not first, it was the first, you know, show where I ever saw that stuff. And yeah, I don't know. It's this whole thing. Shonen can be like really generic and really anime, because there is that sort of sense of like this is incredibly anime, right? There's certain things that are like very anime. Okay, so I knew the water barrel, there was one over here, but I thought there may have still been one in here. And like, My Hero Academia is incredibly anime. It's not anime, well, it's not much anime in the fan service realm. There hasn't been a ton of fan service yet. In fact, they even, to some degree, they kind of like, I don't know, they Last Jedi'd some fan service. There's like an episode where it's looking, or I guess, isn't there? Oh, there may have been an episode in a hot spring. That's like the classic anime thing. There's always a hot spring episode. I know that they had the episode at the pool, but there like wasn't fan service in that. I don't know. Anyway, it's a generic ass show that I fucking adore because it's shonen, and I have a problem. I have a very big issue. But like, I don't know, it's one of the things, like, I don't know, I wouldn't call it a guilty pleasure, because like, it is by Studio Bones, who, from my recollection, have done Full Metal Alchemist, both the original show and Brotherhood, I think. And that's like the only show I can think of. Oh, hell yeah. Andromeda Strain is great. I have no way of actually checking for secret rooms. Wait, is that right? Yeah, because Stinger was my gun. Okay. I mean, I could use Stinger. I'm not going to waste Stinger ammo, though. I'm just going to pop a blank here, and then say, fuck it. But yeah, so like, it's by Studio Bones, and Studio Bones is incredible, and as far as like all the aspects that makes the anime different from the manga, the source material, I haven't read the manga, mind you, for My Hero Academia, but, you know, of all the aspects that anime introduces, so specifically the animation, not just like freeze frame stuff, but like literal fluid animation, sound, voice acting, all that sort of stuff. Of all those things that the manga or the anime medium offers is incredibly well done in My Hero Academia. And the characters are, despite the fact that they're quite one-dimensional in a lot of cases, they're at least enjoyable to see on screen because of the quirk to the show, which isn't that great? I'm a genius, right, with the double entendres. Anyway, the quirk of the show is that basically every character, oh my god, or every character, every human on Earth in the show's Earth has this thing called a quirk, which is basically just a superpower. They don't literally all have it. It's just like almost everybody. Just a few people don't have it. And because of that, it does allow the characters to, even though they're quite one-dimensional, at least be cool to look at when they're on screen, right? Like, they might not have a lot of individual character themselves and that sort of thing, but like, when they're on screen, you can be like, oh, that was cool, right? Like, that sort of thing. That's nice, at least. But, I don't know, I love the show, because I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. I normally am like fairly critical about a lot of stuff when it comes to media, just generally, and I don't know. I don't feel like I need to have that critical lens when it comes to shonen anime. I just kind of enjoy it. There's a lot of good ones, though. If you are somebody who hasn't had a lot of experience with anime, and you are looking to start with a shonen anime, My Hero Academia is actually like a pretty okay spot. Again, production quality through the roof, right? Like, it only feels generic and only is generic because, like, I have watched so much other shonen, and I enjoy a lot of other shonen, but like, if it's your first one, then I don't know. You'll like it. You'll think it's rad. Could also start with, of course, Yu Yu Hakusho, which is easily my favorite anime of all time. Might even be just my favorite show of all time. Like, Yu Yu Hakusho is a fucking masterpiece in my opinion. And then you can watch the other show that is by, I think it's the same, what are they even called? The people who write manga. I think it's the same that person as Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't think it's the same, it might even be actually the same anime studio. But I think the story itself is by the same people. It's Hunter x Hunter. Also a pretty good show. Or, in the business, it is known as hiatus x hiatus, because boy howdy, do they take a few of those. But apparently it's coming back again, at some point. So I mean, you know, I'll watch it when it comes back, obviously. I enjoyed it. Holy fuck, yeah, I was expecting to get hit at some point. I was about to comment on the fact that I hadn't been hit a single time in this entire fucking run. So it was just a matter of time. And there you go. But yeah, another thing, by the way, about anime that I will mention. If you're one of those people, when an anime title has a Japanese and an English name, right? So for example, you could go with My Hero Academia, and then the Japanese title is Boku no Hero Academia. If you're one of the people who, when both names are fairly popular and well-known, go with the Japanese one, despite not speaking any Japanese, please stop. Just on behalf of all other people that you interact with, generally, just stop. Especially when it's like just a fucking longer name. Like, My Hero Academia already has 2 English words in it. 2 of them, Hero and Academia. You're already mostly there, and then you've just replaced the word my with Boku no. It's 3 syllables. 3 whole extra sounds for no fucking reason on a title that's already like over half English. Like, just say My Hero Academia, you crazy people. And then you got fucking Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin. Fuck. Alright, that was close. I could probably talk about anime for like a while. Like a long ass while. Because I have watched a lot of shows, but I will also say there are a lot of shows that I haven't watched that a lot of people always recommend. They're the classic recommendation shows. Cowboy Bebop being probably the top among them. Never watched Bebop. At some point I will, I'm sure, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like necessary to me at the current moment. I'm gonna pop open one of these right now. What are you? I don't remember you. Muscle relaxant loosen. Isn't that its accuracy? Yeah, it looks like it. So the other one is a weapon. Okay. This run is pretty fucking bananas already, to be honest. Alright, great job, me. At least I didn't actually like lose anything from that. I mean, I lost the 1 armor, but it's not like I'm missing out on a master round. There is no master round for Globulord, but that was obviously just like really bad. I don't think I've ever actually tried to cross during that attack anyway. So I don't think I've ever actually seen what the pattern looks like if you're trying to dodge past it. Yeah, I don't even know if I ever normally dodge it. I'm pretty sure I just chill in the gaps on that one pretty much all the time. Well, this is really unfortunate, huh? What do you have available? I mean, you have keys, actually. Never mind. Let's take more armor. I want all these keys because I want the crest, and I also would like this. Bullet. Alright. So where is our secret room? Could be down here. Well, it's not down there. Could be in this room, could be in this room, could be in this room, could be in the post-boss room. Got a few spots to check for sure. Can it actually be at the top here? It doesn't look like it is. It doesn't answer the question of can it be, but it doesn't look like it is. Okay. I'll just assume it's in here. Blank. Alright, cool. So that means it either is in this room here, or it's somewhere that I'm not going to fuck with. I'm not even going to bother checking. In that case, actually. Yeah, okay. Am I not going to fuck with it? Alright, I'll pop one more blank because it's basically a free roll. Sick. I mean, it is literally a free roll, so. May as well. I'm not really super into the current weapons that I have available to me, but obviously Stinger's incredible, so I am quite happy about that one. Freeze Ray and Bullet are not very good. The default weapon, now that I actually have an accuracy up, is really, really sick. Because this starting weapon is already totally fine, right? The main downside is that its range is bad, as well as the fact that it has just horrific bullet spread. Sick. It's a really, really good pickup too, more ammo. Okay, it's one of these rooms. Ooh. I'll be back. I'll be thinking about it. I do have the lockpick, which I'm not certain is going to be a good idea to use there, because that's a pretty big loss potentially. Because the chest inside doesn't require a key to open, and there's armor, so not a mimic. So I'm kind of torn, right? I kind of want a lockpick to save the key, but at the same time, I really would hate to miss out on that. I think it's gonna be. I'm just gonna continue to play a little bit. See what happens. Wow. So is that's another accuracy up? I think that one's also bullet speed, maybe? There's something different about it, because there are a few things that improve accuracy. This is just increased accuracy, greatly increased accuracy. I mean, now I'm shooting a straight fucking laser gun. There's very little spread on these bullets. So I guess it doesn't really matter if there is more. It's already, like, pretty good. Look at that sick shot. Okay, just chill for a sec, come back. That was really close for no good reason at all. Alright. Holy fuck. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I want to say what up to the shop first. Sick. Not so sick, actually. Not so sick. I'm not really stoked about any of those. The membrane's fine. We do get to place the crest down, so if I do want to go to the second alt floor, I am able to. Don't really know if I want to, though. It's like one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, I could. It's a thing I could do. I have access to it. Probably not gonna, though. I mean, I do actually have a boss killing gun. Like, I do have the Stinger. Ah! It's very tempting. It's incredibly tempting. Shit. I mean, we have time to decide, right? We have time to see if it's gonna end up being a good decision. And at the end of the day, if I don't go, which I think is the more likely of the options, then, you know, no loss, right? Ooh, those were some good ones. Some good-ass shots, my dude. I feel like I'm actually playing quite well on this run. I should record the next episode as well in this session. It's one of those things where I'm just like, man, I'm on point. This feels good. I mean, we'll see. I got plenty of time to have this run devolve into just this absolute fucking mess. But so far, so good, for sure. I'm also really digging the items that I have so far. Like, not so much the guns, which I've already talked about, but the items for sure. Having 2 accuracy ups is great already, and then add in the Gundromeda strain, which reduces the enemy health by 1/4. It's just sick. Absolutely sick. Gundromeda strain is one of those, like, super fucking high tier items. Out. That was actually a really risky roll. I almost didn't get through those bullets. I could have just like walked straight down. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. I'm just gonna blow it up. Hope it doesn't actually explode. Okay. I'll take junk. I mean, I imagine this gun can find secret rooms. I just haven't seen it yet, so. It'd be weird if it couldn't. What'd you give me? Honeycomb. That's okay. Not super exciting. Okay, so totally can reveal secret rooms. That's good. You're not a mimic as far as I can tell. Winchester, actually pretty decent. I'm pretty happy to have picked that up. Oh, we have a synergy. What do we have a synergy of? Winchester scope? That's probably it. That has to be it. In case you're curious what I'm referring to, when you pick up a synergy, there's like a arrow that goes above your head, and what the synergies are is they're not like Isaac synergies. Like you can have, you know, non-labeled synergies, non-Newtonian synergies in this game, but when you get one of those synergies where an arrow pops up above your head, it's basically just like a combo of 2 items, and it tends to be like a damage up, right? Nothing super exciting, but one of those things that's just kind of nice. And it is also worth noting that I think most synergies tend to be on like the weapon itself. So in this case, I'm pretty sure it would just be like the Winchester, but I don't know for certain. I hit. You can't actually use spacebar items while rolling. That's incredibly frustrating because I now. Oh, I can't even speak. I had no idea. That's really frustrating because this was like a free win. This is a free master round that I just hurled away because I had no idea about a stupid fucking mechanic. That's annoying. That is actually very, very annoying. I'm actually going to look up this potential synergy. Also, I'm not going to the alt floor. Gungeon synergies. Let's see here. Gungeon synergies. Where it at? I know that it's scrolling through my weapons because it's not fucking paused. Wait, hang on. Let's get to this one. Click back in. Alright. Pause. Now I'll do this. Wow, there's a lot of them. I'm not seeing the one I have yet, though. Oh, muscle. Okay, cool. Muscle relaxant with Winchester. I would have assumed scope, but muscle relaxant with basically any, like, rifle. Because there's quite a few rifles in the game. There's sniper rifle, Winchester, hexagun, hegemony rifle, M1, laser rifle, op, and then a bow. And if you have muscle relaxant with any of them, it increases their damage by 50%. Hot damn, that's actually good. I'm gonna use it for a bit, just to feel what it's like to one-shot shit. Or not. Yeah, okay, it feels pretty good. As it turns out, it feels decent. 50% more damage is a bit. Take another armor. It is good that I'm getting all this armor because I keep fucking things up for no good reason. I mean, to be fair, I only fucked one thing up really bad. And that's, of course, getting hit on the beholster. Now, the thing about the Beholster that's bothering me is that I think the Beholster is my new demon. Like, yeah, it's a demon. But, like, I mean, it's my new boss that's just gonna fuck me up every time. It's not gonna kill me. It's not gonna, like, hit me 11 times like Anaconda might. But it's really fucking annoying me now because I keep getting hit on it. That dude is in that fucking table. I really hate just taking one hit on a boss because it's just like, oh, you got me. Right? It's just like there's one little fucking hit just out of nowhere, basically. It's just like, oof, ow. And then it just ruins you because not only does it remove either an armor or a half heart, but it also theoretically removes a heart fucking container. You know? And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I know that it has to be balanced that way, right? Like, they can't do it. They pretty much have to do it as like an all for nothing sort of thing with the master rounds, but it's frustrating. I don't like it. I just want my master rounds. That's all I want. It's master rounds. Okay. I think I will at least save Winchester ammo. I mean, I'll be using it on tougher enemies, but... No, 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 no. No, fuck, and I got hit. Shit. We do at least have potential, by the way, for another synergy. With Honeycomb plus Beehive, if we can get that to drop. In fact, is there more? Because we have Stinger and Beehive. I wonder if that actually works. Or sorry, Stinger and Honeycomb. Let's see if Stinger has any. No, Stinger does not have any synergies, so never mind. Alright, I'm just looking over at a bunch of fucking synergy things. There's actually a lot more than I thought there were. They are all pretty much what I described, though. They're just like, this adds some damage, right? It's like, get these two items, and you'll have some damage, right? Like, that's what most of them are. Some of them are sweet as hell, though. Like the Gun Knight transformation. Yeah, apparently I actually had, like, an official synergy on the last episode. I think that was the last one. Where I had gun boots and the spring heel boots. Or, is that right? Spring heel. Yeah. And what that does is actually that specifically removes the cooldown on the gun boots. I was wondering why there wasn't actually a cooldown, why it was just working. Like I could just keep spamming the shots. But I see it right here on the list. It's a whole bunch of fucking synergies, bud. Okay. I think my next ammo will go towards the Winchester, which in that case, maybe I should be using it a little bit more on this floor. Assuming that I will get an ammo drop on this floor, which is not an unreasonable assumption. It might not be the best one. Like, I shouldn't bank on it, but I don't know, I think expecting that is, like, probably fine. I'm getting a lot of money, too. Hegemony fucking rifle, let's go, boys. You know what that means? That's another rifle. This also has 50% increased damage. And to be fair, Hegemony rifle, it's one of the guns that I tend to not be super excited about, like, the most, I would say. I'm very incredibly lukewarm on this weapon most of the time, but the damage it deals is actually pretty good. It's good enough to basically use as, like, a main gun for boss killing. Even if its boss killing potential is not on the level of, like, you know, the Stinger or Beehive. I got bees on the brain, I'm sorry. Okay, sick. Did I check those walls? I feel like I did. I feel like I picked this up and immediately checked the walls, but for some reason I'm not remembering. So Boomerang is a weird one. I could replace lockpicks with it. I don't know if I actually necessarily need lockpicks. Wait, can't I just throw it? Am I misremembering what boomerang does? Maybe I am. Whatever, fuck it. I think lockpicks. I think my current spacebar setup is actually really good, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. Even though I'm rarely using lockpicks, having it as like this thing in your back pocket is super sick. Very nice, convenient. I guess I don't actually have to buy anything yet, so I won't. And we will use Stinger combined with the Hegemony Rifle as our main two guns. And hope that we can fuck them up. Mind Flayer. Little concerned about this one. This is not the kind of boss that I tend to like to deal with. Ooh, that's a hard whiff. Whoops. Okay, I'm gonna spacebar this attack. Might not have been the best one, but I think it was a pretty decent one. Oh boy, Mind Flayer can suck my dick. Mind Flayer can suck my ass. My entire ass. Stop it! How is it the fucking last one? Oh my god! I had him dead! Oh. The problem is he goes invulnerable. Okay, AU gun. It's pretty good. So the problem that I have with that fucking boss is not only what you very obviously saw, where his attacks are fucking stupid and they feel fucking undodgeable. That's not it. No. Okay. But the other issue that I have with the boss is that when you have him dead, like dead to fucking rights, if he's even thought about beginning the split to the bells phase, then he won't die. He literally becomes invulnerable to death. If he's just like, well, but I'm thinking about going into these tiny little bells, right? Like, I'm considering it. That's, you know, that's an option that I have, right? If it just so much as fucking thinking about it, he just can't die. So I did check that. Actually, did I check this top wall? I don't even know if I checked this top wall. Okay. Well, again, there's really no reason not to just pop it somewhere, so let's try it. It's sick. Getting a lot of really tough bosses on this run, to be fair. I mean, I've only had, what, 4 bosses, one's guaranteed. But Trigger Twins is, I don't know, Trigger Twins is like in a very weird spot where I tend to find Trigger Twins not too bad. But that's not because they're actually like easy. That's because I've fought the Trigger Twins a million times with every character's starting weapon, right? So it's just one of those things where it's just like I got really used to the fight. But it can definitely be tough. And then of course I had... Ooh. Ooh. And then I had Globulon, of course. And then of course I also had the Beholster, who, well, I already talked about how I feel about the Beholster. I don't really like it. I don't really like it a lot. It's not hard. Again, like, Beholster's actually one of the easier bosses probably for that floor. But the issue with Beholster is that I've suddenly begun to just take damage on it. And I don't know why. Alright, I'm gonna leave that. Pick it up as like a last minute sort of thing, probably. So 4, got it. Okay. Hello? That was 3. I counted. Hello? These count as 10? Oh, they fucking do. Oh. Look at that money. Look at all of it just fucking rolling on in, dude. Excuse you. No. I've taken a lot of bullshit damage in this game. That might take the cake. That was probably the dumbest fucking hit. There's something fucked. There's something fucked. That's the only explanation I have for that hit. I'm very frustrated. I've taken a lot of stupid fucking damage on this run. And frankly, the worst part about all the dumb damage is that it pretty much has all been in the last, like, 2 minutes. That's where all of it has been. And that's what feels like the worst about it, probably. It probably wouldn't feel that bad if all the damage that I've taken so far in this run was spread out across the whole run. But because it was literally just the last boss and, you know, this floor so far, it feels extra fucking awful. Probably don't want to fuck with that guy. Alright, 5 more shots of this and then I'm going to pop out the Winchester, my boy. Sick. Alright. I mean, this floor is going fine. Like, despite the fact that I took 2 hits on it. Right? 2 hits, frankly, isn't shit. That's the Chloranthy ring. Better dodging. I'll take it. I wonder if there's any synergies with it. Also, I wonder what it's a reference to. I want to say that it is a reference to, like, the Souls games. I didn't find the shop yet. Oh, well. But I'm not certain. I feel like Demon Souls' rolling ring was literally called the Chloranthy ring, but I never played Demon Souls, so that's literally just coming from, like, you know, proxy information. Like, just hearing people speak, you know, more than anything else. But yeah, I don't really know. Oh, baby. So what do I ditch? The lockpicks? I honestly think so. Having 2 invuln-based spacebar items sounds great. Sounds wonderful. Especially with the Chloranthy ring. Hopefully our boss isn't too bad. We can actually determine what the boss is or isn't based on position. That's like gotta be Wallmonger, right? You can never tell 100% that it is Wallmonger just from looking at it. But you can tell 100% that it isn't Wallmonger just from looking at it. Because Wallmonger, I don't know if it's even possible for Wallmonger to be any way other than you enter from a side and then the room goes down. I don't know if it's even possible for anything else to be the case, but this definitely has space. Like, we're entering from the side, and there's infinite space over here, right? So that's why I'm like thinking it's Wallmonger. That's basically how it works. Holy shit, this dude's so tanky. Hello? I'm sorry, I didn't realize that he was that tanky. That dude was tankier than, like, an Iron Maiden, I think. Like, by a good margin, too. That was crazy. So I don't remember how good AU gun is. I could look it up, but I'll just try and use it on the Wallmonger. Told you. I like to be on the right side for basically no reason. Does this work? Okay, I can definitely prep Potion of Wet Skin. It's just that I can't see the duration on this. So I'm popping it now because this is the part of the fight where I'm going to be using it like crazy. Get that reflected damage. Okay, yeah, AU gun is about as expected. If you don't know the AU gun, it's the golden gun from Golden Eye. And, yeah, no, it's insane. Golden Gun and GoldenEye was a one-shot kill. AU Gun seems to at least live up to the idea of that, so... I've had it, like, multiple times, I just never actually remember. I'm bad at remembering. This sucks. Alright. So we'll just blank this room if it's not here. Then we'll just blank a random room that has a teleport pad in it, like this one. Cool beans. I mean, there you saw the power of, like, a whole ton of stuff, right? You saw the power of Potion of Lead Skin. You saw the power of AU Gun. Obviously, you saw the power of Stinger. Overall, that was just probably the cleanest boss fight it could have been. Like, I can't even imagine a world where I could have had a better boss fight than that. That was absurd. 2 shots, okay. Really, though? Wait, hang on. Actually 2 shots? I feel like it should have been 1, almost for certain. That enemy already has pretty low life. Add on top the Gondromeda strain. And the 50% increased damage with the Winchester rifle, I feel like it should have been a one-shot, but it clearly wasn't, right? Like, it just wasn't a one-shot. That's a little annoying, to be honest. It really feels like it should have been. I only have some more shots. Okay, now I have to, like, use the brain for a moment here. Oh yeah, I even prepped the next one. Probably should have actually been ready to use it. But I do think I'll try out. Well, we can get there with Rogue Special for a bit. I will have Mass Shotgun as my backup in case I need something to fuck up a real tanky boy. I probably shouldn't have been using the Winchester as early as I ended up using it. Oh, well. Hey, casing. I'll take it. Happy about that. Like it. Love to see it. These enemies are tough sometimes, man. This room, honestly, is, like, definitely, like, the sleeper, brutal-ass room. Really wish this guy was just dead already. Holy shit, he's so tanky. Okay. The 1-2 punch. Which one's gonna last me longer? Probably the Winchester over Hegemony. I'll start using the Winchester here again. Ooh, already found the boss. That's good. Should I just do it? What am I gonna pick up that's better than what I have? I don't even know if there is something that I could pick up that'd be better than what I have. Like, I have Stinger and AU Gun both really full on ammo. I have Potion of Lead Skin and Stuff Star ready to go. I mean, let's just do it. It's not like we're forced to leave the floor as soon as we kill the boss, right? Like, we can chill. Oh yeah, get in there, dude. Let's actually use the AU gun. I feel like it's probably higher DPS. It's just a matter of the fact, like, it's just, it has less ammo, really. That's what it boils down to. Yeah, okay, AU gun's filth. This weapon is just filth. Alright, so here's the plan. I'm gonna pop Stuff Star. We're gonna chill. I guess I should follow the pattern a little bit, just in case, you know, it runs out and I'm in a dangerous spot. Okay. I mean, we got him. And honestly, I'm gonna do push on that skin on this one. I know that this is dealing no damage, but makes me immune at least. Sick. Does it do like more damage when they have lower health or something? Because it took 4 shots to get to a point where I would have probably estimated 2 or 3 shots to kill, but it was just 1. So I don't really know. There's something there, maybe. Probably not. I could check. I have the wiki open. Let's actually check. I wonder if AU gun has any synergies. It does with the clob. It doubles the spread of the clob, decreasing its accuracy. That's clowny. It does 100 damage. It's pretty good. Oh, I was trying to think of what AU meant, right? Like, I kept reading AU gun over and over and over, and I was like, what does this fucking even mean? Like, is it alternate universe gun? And that could have been a sweet answer. And then the Wikipedia has reminded me, or the wiki page has reminded me. As it turns out, AU is the as gold is what it is. So it's just the gold gun. Fuck. But it does 100 damage per shot. Has a fire rate of 0.2. That's 0.2 shots per second, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to say anything else. So I thought when I was looking into it, and there was that damage cap thing that people were telling me about in chat, they said like 80 per second or something. So I guess the AU gun must either ignore that on bosses, or maybe it just only does the 80 per shot on bosses or whatever. Whatever the case may be, it's probably fucking fine. I've clearly shown that the AU gun does a lot of damage, so it doesn't really matter how it does that damage very specifically. I'm upset. Like, genuinely, I'm genuinely upset. Especially because this dude don't want to die. Some of these enemies are way tankier than I expect them to be. You know what? I don't want to waste ammo in this room. This room's free. Get this fucker away from me, dude. I actually don't understand how I didn't get hit there. I mean, I know I was in a roll. I still believe that I deserved to be hit. Oh, you know what, actually? Oh, now that I'm thinking about the way that AU gun works, I was actually thinking about Gungeon Strain. What if Gungeon Strain doesn't update boss health bars at like their new value, and bosses just die slightly sooner? That might be it. Because I was feeling a very similar thing on the Wallmonger too. That's probably what it is. It doesn't just take the new total health number. If they had 400 health before, it doesn't mean 300 fills the whole bar. It just means that nah, but even then, I feel like they would die way sooner then. I don't know. There's something there, though, I think. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is hell. No, I found it. This is what hell is. We're good? Probably? Just gotta deal with this little extra. Boy, I hate this fucking enemy. Ooh-wee. Oh, that was a villain bee. Great. Yeah, hey, dodge roll. I know you're like busy making advanced Dungeons and Dragons and all. Can you just fucking delete that wizard mob from the game, please? Thanks. Appreciate it. XOXO, etc. Either that or just make it like intuitive. Make the wizard intuitive. When he doesn't have his stupid fucking visual effect of sucking in bullets. Don't suck in bullets. Because there's no fucking good reason, in my opinion, for him to suck in bullets when there's no visual effect of him sucking in bullets. Right? Like, why have the visual effect of sucking in bullets if it doesn't actually represent accurately the action of sucking in bullets? I don't get it. America, explain. I think the big shot does less than the splits do. So I don't actually want to be like too close to him. Could be wrong. I mean, it's looking like all the splits are just absolutely annihilating the enemies. I assume I'm correct. Let's do a real quick test. Well, that was not the ideal enemy for this test. As it turns out, they died to the big shot and the spread. Grenade launcher. I mean, I'm getting a lot of good guns at this point. It's gotten a lot better once I picked up more guns. Obviously, right at the start, it was pretty fucking awkward. Alright, let's see. Well, you also died to the big one and the split in one shot. Or at least that one died to the big one in one shot. Let's test. No, yeah. They're either the same number or just conveniently the big shot is actually enough to kill basically any enemy that I'm fighting. So, and either way, I'm down with it, man. I'm cool with that shit. Let's see if I can, no. I was trying to get 2 in 1, which seems like a really difficult task. Yikes. Give me a sack here, you fuck. Alright. Well, I can't believe I didn't just beef it, dude. Oh. I did it. I did the thing where I popped it, even though... Oh, interesting. Okay. Ooh, didn't die to 2 big shots. Okay. We might have a test subject. Blue shotgun shell. Keep that in mind if I can see another one on this floor, but I don't think I'm gonna see another one on this floor. It's possible. We might. You're not a mimic. That one is like a full heal or whatever. Isn't this is a God Hand reference? Somebody said it in the comments the last time I saw it. Did they? I don't even remember. I think it's a God Hand reference though. Anyway. Okay. It's a bit of a journey to get to this. That's okay. I'll use my rolling from the Chloranthy ring. Why couldn't it blank? I hit Q 4 times. Okay, now I'm tilted. I actually hit Q. You could have heard me spamming Q, I promise. I don't even understand why it wouldn't work. Like, what would have stopped the blanks from functioning? I hit Q multiple times. I'm very upset. What did I do to deserve that? I know what I did to deserve that. That hit was 100% me. Broccoli, boy. There's also bullet bore. I don't think I need, like, better guns at this point, though. Let's just take the broccoli. I'm a little bit short of actually buying a full heart, which feels pretty rough. At least pick up this half heart. Was there any more health on the floor? There was another half heart, okay. And then another box that I should probably open that has a gun in it. So broccoli is great, by the way. I don't remember exactly what it does. All I really remember, I can look it up. I could do that. I could look it up. Ooh, let's do some fucking shredding, boys. Oh, that is. Wow, good job. Wow. Alright. Hey, let's go fight the oh. What am I going to use on the next floor? Yeah, probably just these two. These two are going really well. Let me look it up. Broccoli. I remember when I looked it up. Was this in a video or... I don't remember. Damage by 10%. 10% chance to negate damage and increase movement speed. There you go. It's funny because the text in the Ammonomicon, I'm pretty sure I did this on video. I don't actually remember. I don't remember if it was video or stream. It's like, I wonder what broccoli does. Well, it's an edible green plant from the cabbage family. It's just like the most perfect thing imaginable, right? Where it's just like, you're trained to just, the first thing you do upon seeing a thing is like, well, let's check the Ammonomicon to see what the Ammonomicon has to say. I wonder what broccoli does. And it's just literally what broccoli is. Sick trivia, by the way, on the wiki. The Ammonomicon entry for broccoli is almost identical to the first sentence on the Wikipedia page for broccoli. So there you go. That's pretty much what I expected after reading it. Alright, split shot is definitely more damage. Oh, fuck. That's not too terribly surprising, by the way. I mean, it's a shotgun, right? Like, the difference is that the big ball doesn't do the sum of the damage of all the split shots. That's basically all it means. Which I would say is probably expected behavior, so not shocked. Dude, broccoli, it's immediately feels great. Added on top of Gundromeda Strain, added on top of pretty good weapons. Like, this runs the business right now. I don't know what I'm doing. How did I not get hit? No, I don't. I refuse to believe that I just didn't get hit. I know me. I know what I do. I know what I can do. That was 1000% me taking damage. Yet somehow I didn't. And it's not the chance to not take damage. That's not what saved me. That literally no bullets connected with me. Which is, again, that's incredibly shocking. To me, because I know me. Dude, this dude's a juke god. I don't want to deal with the little dude. Whatever. I'll use a full fucking shot. Whatever, dude. Okay, so there I actually got hit twice, I believe. But the first one got negated by broccoli. How is there more enemies? Oh, right, this room's bullshit. I totally forgot about this room's existence, but now I've suddenly been reminded. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? So it's either juking back, which I think is the least likely. So I think I want to go straight right. And then if this is a dead end, then I want to go down right. Wish this dude would give me some fucking space. There we go. So there is actually like a little bit of downside to the Chloranthy Ring. And it's that even though it makes your dodging, you know, quote, better, I guess I shouldn't say quote better. It does make your dodging better. But even though it makes your dodging better, it comes at the cost of also being kind of worse. Like, there's less frames of invincibility, I assume. Although, to be fair, that's not really actually based on anything super factual, just feeling. Ooh, okay, how's AU gun? Oh, right, I just refilled it. Stinger is, like, close to full. Like, halfway. That's fine. Winchester's pretty empty. Hegemony Rifle's completely fucking empty. But honestly, I'm gonna put it back in the mass shotgun. This has actually been really, really carrying its weight. It's been doing better than carrying its weight, actually. Fuck. I really had to commit to that. Because the stupid fucking shot grub enemy. I hate the shot grub enemy so much. Alright, so I should have gone down. Ooh, I should have gone left, actually. So I was completely wrong then. It does normally juke back into... Yeah, it's this. It does normally juke back into the room, or the same area that you've already been to get to the Lich, but I didn't expect it to be where it is, basically. It doesn't quite look right. Because it's shooting back, but it's gonna have to go up, I think, at some point. No, I guess the Lich can be in any direction. It just seems to be quite frequently up. So it's actually not that weird. We're good. Oh, did the first one hard whiff? It looked like it did, based on how long it took to kill him. It is some weird layout, actually. Don't think I've ever had a layout quite like this one. It's quite different from what I'd expect. Oh, what's this room? Okay. This one's not too bad. It's just really weird. It's just all these fuckers. We got one in a pit, so got to speed it up quite a bit. Oh, there's a... Okay, so this isn't actually the room I was thinking of. Or it is, and there's some variance to the enemies that spawn. Because normally there's no shock grub there. Let's put it in the... Yeah, I guess let's put it in the hegemony rifle. I don't know. I don't really know. Okay, we're good. No, we're good. I'm getting, like... I'm getting nervous. I don't know why I'm getting nervous. Like, I've been playing decent. I was playing well. Now I'm playing decent. And, like, we got absurd weapons, a decent amount of health. Obviously, it's not ideal. I've taken more damage than you ever really want to. But, you know, I'm not currently, like, a few hits from death or anything, right? I guess there is actually room for Lich to be up from here now. So maybe Lich is up. How are you not dead yet? I feel like I've shot him actually 3 times. Oh, I might have shot the other one and thought it was the first one that I was aiming at? I don't know. Oh boy. Oh, this enemy. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure. Really felt like I shot the first guy many more times than what would have been required to kill. Boy, I normally like this room, but these guys just keep getting way too close. I can't get them with the splits. Wow, that one's my bad. Also, they're absurdly tanky. Alright, this should be the Lich, or close to it. Yep. So now it's time to pull out the AU gun. We'll use AU gun phase 1, finish it off with the Stinger, if necessary. Then we'll use Stinger mostly on phase 2. And if we still need guns for phase 3, then... I mean, we have them. Whichever ones they are, we have them. I mean, we got a pretty good mix of stuff. Nothing else really incredible at boss killing, but generally good enough. Yes, this is the dangerous one. I'm actually going to blank it. So the reason I'm blanking that, also the Lich is already fucking dead. Yeah, whatever. AU gun is absurd. The reason I was blanking there is because bouncing bullets off of destructible terrain, I've never understood it. I have never understood it, and I never will. It'll never make sense to me at all. So instead, I would just rather blank that and not deal with it, right? Rather than just like take basically guaranteed damage. Obviously, I played wrong on the next little bit and took damage anyway, but I think that's fine. So now I'm actually tempted to just finish out with AU gun on phase 2 with Potion of Lead Skin. I think this is actually gonna end up being pretty decent. Yeah, I was trying to, like, watch... Oh, fuck. I was trying to watch the timer on the Potion of Lead skin while also getting ready to switch to the other thing, and then I noticed a different pattern that I wasn't quite ready for. This whole fucking process, man. So, I mean, we're good, right? I guess... Oh, yeah, grenade launcher. I got that. Wow, that's an incredible whiff. I'm gonna blank that initially. There were too many bullets on screen that weren't actually part of, like, the same grouping, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I was just really concerned I was gonna get hit. What am I aiming at? Nobody knows. Alright, like I said, I expected that to be pretty easy. I took obviously more damage than I expected to, but that doesn't matter. It still wasn't even enough damage to have died if I had no bonus health. Well, if you include the floor before it, then I guess I was dead. But just counting the Lich, I took, what, 3 hits? Maybe 4? I think 3? No, 2. Was it 2? I took, like, no hits. Right, like, I took some because I was just being sloppy, but it wasn't even that much. Oh, interestingly enough, I literally just finished reading the wiki page for Broccoli. Apparently, prior to supply drop, Broccoli was S tier, which only counts, like, that only matters for, like, what boxes it can be in and how frequently it shows up in shops and such. And now it's A tier, but also apparently pre-supply drop, when I considered it to still be incredibly top tier, it only gave a 5% damage up. It did not increase speed. Oh no, it did give the chance to negate damage back then, apparently. Yeah. So it didn't increase speed, and it only gave a 5% damage up, which does not exclude the negating damage. But still, yeah, it was top tier back then. Still clearly top tier now. That run was just clean, right? That's all it was. I hope this hunt's finished. I didn't see a pop-up. 2? Do the small ones not count as bullet sharks, and it's only the big boys? I guess it must be that. I don't remember what I have access to. I know there's the microtransaction gun and then the 30 hegemony credits one in there. I don't remember what the 30 one is. I'll just take teleporter prototype because I actually don't really fucking know what it is. Oh, you know what? It's gonna be one of those items that I hate to use. I don't know if, like, there's anything else that I can unlock by talking to these dudes. I think I have basically everybody's unlock at this point. At least their base one. I don't know if that guy ever gives an unlock. I don't know what that guy ever does, but we could go back into the tutorial. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy's actually a vendor, because this shit's way hidden over here. Yeah, I forgot about this completely. So you can, I guess you can go back into the tutorial somehow. I don't exactly remember how. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll figure that out in the next one if that ends up being relevant. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the good shit, and I'll see you guys back in the next one, which will be on Monday if you're wanting to watch Gungeon, and it'll be tomorrow if you're wanting to watch Slay the Spire. So peace out, brochachos.